Shalom Yasharala Yahweh, Brother Malak, back with the biblical lesson. This one is entitled The Prophets, the Watchmen of the House of Judah and Israel. The Prophets, the Watchmen of the House of Israel. It's not by chance that Yahweh has given these certain men throughout the earth, and women for that matter, the spiritual eyesight to see what's taking its course and what's playing out throughout the earth. And what I mean by that is, more specifically, the spiritual eyesight and the filtration of the scriptures. Using the scriptures to filter the occurrences that's happening throughout the land, throughout the earth. When you read the accounts and the prophecies, Yahweh has always risen up a remnant out of the house of Judah and the house of Israel to warn the Israelites. And we have to be those men of today. We got to be those men of today. 144,000 shall be sealed, and the mixed multitude will follow along as well. But Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." So, that's going into these prophecies, man. That's going out throughout the earth. 2025 came in with a bang. You had the fires that burnt up California. You had the freezing temperatures on the east coast of the country. You had it very cold on one end and very hot on the next. You have just as recent, you have you have this TikTok ban. That's such a distraction. Really, all of these social media accounts be distractions, especially for those that don't that's not in the truth, in the knowledge, or in the wisdom. It's such a distraction. And then our people are on these apps and applications and doing whatever and however anyway. And most of these applications have become porn sites anyway. So just different ways that the devil uses his snares, man. Uses his snares to snatch souls, really. To snatch souls, to save the souls from salvation. And this word chiefly is unto the house of Judah and the house of Israel. This word is too. But yeah, man, Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it would not tarry." People get caught up in being impatient. Like, man, when is Yahweh coming? He said he will come. He said he will send Yahushai here. He said he will send Yahushai there. He said he will send Yahushai. But people get caught up in being impatient. And they fall short with being impatient. And the scriptures speak of that, not being impatient, not falling out of the truth. Basically, that's basically what it is. Not falling out of the truth, not becoming impatient, and going back into the world, 1 foot in, or 2 feet in, sometimes 1 foot in. You also have the currency exchange, man. The currencies, man. You have what is it? BRICS, Britain, Brazil, Iran, China, Syria, etc., etc. All of these nations, they're getting ready to dump the dollar, the fiat currency. So that fiat currency is losing so much value. You have people that's all over these social media apps, and they're stating that they hate their lives. You know, that love in Babylon is selling on out. You know, it's hard to make ends meet. You know, the jobs, you know, the cost of living, all of these things that's prophesied in the scrolls, in the scriptures. All of these things that shall take its place before Yahushua HaMashiach returns. And this is just the judgments of Yahweh. That's really what this stuff is, man. It's the judgments. It's the judgments that's coming down, man. You really can't get past it. You can't get over it. But our job is to, you know, preach and teach to those, you know, that need this word and that needs this comprehension and this spiritual understanding, the spiritual comprehension. And honestly, when you understand the scrolls, this word is only to the elect. Only the elect will get this. Only the elect will be sealed in the time of in the time of the sealing. Only the elect. But Ezekiel, prophet Ezekiel, chapter 2, verse 1 on down, it says, "And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered into me when he spoke unto me, Salach." It says, "And he set upon my feet, that I heard him that spoke unto me. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation, a hard-headed, stiff-necked nation." It says, "That have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me." And that's why we're in this predicament that we're in. That's why we're here in America. That's why we came here and served here in America. That's why we came under those cargo slave ships, according to the transatlantic slave trade. That's why the North American Indians in the Northern Kingdom, the Latins, Latinos, Native Indians, this is why their land was taken, because of the rebellious nature of Israel, of the house of Israel and the house of Judah. When you put all the prophecies intact and you put everything together, this is why we were scattered to the four corners of the earth, because we are a rebellious people, a stiff-necked people. It says Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 3, it says, "And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day." All right, this very day, this very, very day, as of now. It says, "For they are imputed children and stiff-hearted, hard-headed. I says, I do send you unto them, the watchmen, the prophets, the scholars, the biblical scholars, watchmen, prophets, apostles of today, of this hour and this time." It says, "I do send ye unto them," through these digital epistles. Sometimes when we can't get out there on those highways and hedges, we can still do the ministry work, still do the work through these digital epistles, sending these videos out throughout the, you know, the lands, throughout the internet. The internet goes way further than what we can grab, or the internet goes way further than the people that we can grab when we're out there in the flesh teaching and preaching. So we send these digital epistles on these videos. It says Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 5. It says, and they whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house. It says, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, through briars and horns, and be with thee. And thou dost dwell among scorpions. Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. And when we're out there on those highways and hedges, this is how Jake be. This is exactly how Jake be, man. He be looking at you all crazy. They look at you crazy. They say what we're teaching and preaching is lies. They tell you that they're Muslim, they're Christian, they this, they that, blah 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 blah. And the Bible tells you, man, my people are satish, salak. My people are satish. They are stupid. That's what satish mean. Yahweh said his people are stupid. He literally says it. It says, reading on down, it says, and thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, though briars and thorns be with thee. It says, and thou dost dwell among scorpions, be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. That's because they got demons on them, man. That's why they act the way they do. When they walk past, or when you try to tell them something, man, it's the demons on them. It says, and though thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like the rebellious house. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee. And what is that he has given us? The spiritual understanding of these scrolls, of these prophecies, of these old books. Ezekiel chapter 3. I'll jump down to 3. I ain't trying to make this too long. Just flowing with the Spirit. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou find, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel. It says, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And what is that roll? That roll is figurative language for this knowledge and this gospel. This roll can be sweet because you understand the future mysteries and secrets of the kingdom, of a forever kingdom, a kingdom where Yahweh Shai is going to rule over all of the nations, rule over the world, and it's going to be peace and happiness. And you Israelites are going to rule in that kingdom, and you're going to be happy. You're going to have your desires and your wishes, and you're going to live in peace, and you're going to rule. That's the sweet, that's the honey. You're going to have that immortality, no longer dying, no longer sinning. Everybody is under the rulership of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's the sweetness of this roll. That's the honey of this roll. But then you have the bitterness of this roll. And what is that bitterness? Trying to tell your people who they are. Being in this kingdom, fighting this flesh, fighting demons, fighting principalities, dealing with the vexations of life. The everyday rams of life. That is the bitterness. Trying to tell your people who they are and wake them up, and they're not listening, or they choose not to listen, or they don't want to listen, or they say they say you're not a prophet, or they say you can't be anointed, or you people are not this, you people are not that. That's the bitterness of this ministry. Of this gospel. It says, Ezekiel chapter 3, it says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. It says, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And I explained what the sweetness was. And he said unto me, son of man, go get thee into the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them, for thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech, a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. It says, not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words that canst not understand. Surely I had sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto you. So Yahweh said, if he would have sent us to the heathens, the Gentiles, or to another nation, they would understand. They would sup and be like, oh, are we the Israelites? We're the chosen people. We're supposed to be doing this, blah, blah, blah. That the Gentile nations would understand it and receive it and hearken. That's what he's saying. Ezekiel is getting. It says, for thou art sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. It says, not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou cannot understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto me. And that's what Yahweh is saying to Ezekiel. And this is what Ezekiel is writing for just for clarification. It says, verse 7 of Ezekiel 3, it says, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. Exactly. When we out there, people walk past, they don't want to hear it, they don't want to listen. Even when you talk to them word to mouth, they don't want to listen or hear it too. And when you at work, you may shoot the breeze. You may tell them, any way to preach and teach the gospel. Only the elect is going to understand this, man. The elect. It says, behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and their foreheads strong against their foreheads. As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead, for them neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Moreover, he said unto me, son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thy heart, and hear with their ears. So that's pretty much the gist of Ezekiel chapter 2 and Ezekiel chapter 3. Being that watchman, that prophet, telling your people what's coming down the pipe. Because this devil, man, he doesn't have good plans for you, man. He doesn't have good plans for you, man. When we speak of the devil, we're not talking about the spiritual angel or demon, whatever you want to call him. We're talking about who he works through the earthly realm, the physical realm. You know who? Dr. Esau, man. Esau, Edom. He sets up a society that dwells in iniquity, that dwells in sin. Strip clubs, pornography, gluttony, murder, all type of things. That's basically established through this kingdom. Sex changes, men turn into women, women turn into men, same-sex marriage, same-sex play, pedophilia, chemtrails, fluoride, GMOs, pesticides, all type of stuff, man. This kingdom is a wicked kingdom. Sex trafficking, lies, propaganda, all type of things that this devil pushes throughout the land. And this devil, he knows that he has a short time, and he knows that the elect of Israel, the elect of Judah, is being sealed, and is going to be sealed according to prophecy. So he's moving fast with his propaganda machines. He's moving fast with his lies and deceit. It's just that simple. I know. I just heard about this new flu, this super flu. It's supposed to be a super flu, some quad pandemic or quademic, and all type of madness, man, that this devil does. And all of the billions, or I wouldn't say billions, but probably millions of mosquitoes that Bill Gates has pushed out with this depopulation agenda that this devil, this dragon that he has, man. This is what the Bible speaks of. But back to Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 11, it says, go and get thee to them of the captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus said the Lord God, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. Then the Spirit took me up, and I heard behind me a voice of a great Russian saying, blessed be the glory of Yahweh from his place on down. I'm going to jump down to verse 16. It says, and it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the words at my mouth and give them warning from me. And that's why we were set up in this time and this day. Because I always tell you, Yasharallah, Yahweh, all the time. I tell you all the time through these biblical breakdowns and these lessons. 10, 12, 13 years ago, you couldn't tell me that I would be breaking down the prophecies in the Bible and be in the Bible, reading it, doing it, preaching on the highways and hedges, teaching it, doing these digital epistles, or just in the spirit and just being in this Bible and understanding it and comprehending it and teaching it and preaching it. Couldn't tell me that. I wanted to be what I wanted to be in the world. So that's why I tell you, there is who you ignorantly call a God. And they always say, Yahweh has a sense of humor. Tell Yahweh what you want to do and watch him laugh. You tell God what you want to do and watch him laugh. Because he's going to direct you and make you do what he wants you to do at the end of the day. That's the whole point of the quote. But son of man, I have made thee a watchman into the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, his soul, her soul, they soul. This is the profession. This is the business that we're in. We're in the business and the profession of saving souls. The business of saving souls. It says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but he has delivered thy soul. But you have delivered thy soul. Again, when a righteous man do turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die. So as you can see, Yahweh is the one that lays the stumbling blocks. That's interesting. It says, because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin, and in his righteousness, which he had done, shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So this is why we preach and prophesy and teach, but most importantly, prophesy. So that's what Ezekiel was saying, man, that in chapter 2 and chapter 3, and Ezekiel 33 and Ezekiel 36. And to you Israelites, who are the Israelites of today, you should know by now. You so-called blacks, Jamaicans, Haitians, Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Mexicans, Brazilians, Colombians, Native Indians, North American Indians, Cherokees, Blackfoots, etc., man. You are the Israelites. You are the 12 tribes, man. The Israelites of the Bible, the black and brown tribes of the Bible, which are the Israelites. You fit all of the prophecies. It's just that simple. It's just that simple, man. You can't get around it. You can't get behind it. You can't get in front of it. You can't run from it. Prophecies is prophecies. Prophet Jeremiah, chapter 11, verse 11. And this is what we're trying to warn you from and save you from. And this message, man, when we bring these messages out, when we bring these lessons out, man, these lessons go first and foremost to us. This stuff goes first and foremost to us, more than anything. More than anything, these lessons go first and foremost to us. But Jeremiah 11, verse 11, it says, therefore thus said the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. So that's who's bringing the evil, man. It's Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, who brings the judgment, who brings the evil. It says, Jeremiah 11:11 again, it says, therefore thus said the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. But that's why he sent out the watchman. Every time Yahweh gets ready, or he fixes himself ready to destroy a society, a kingdom, he sends out the prophets, he sends out the apostles. More so, he sends out the prophets to warn the sheep, to warn the people before before his judgment. That's why I started this lesson off with Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is appointed for a period of time, or appointed for, roughly paraphrase, for appointed time. Let's go, man. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. That is how you unravel these scrolls. That is how you unravel this book of prophecies, of mysteries, of secrets. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24. It says, because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regardeth. But ye have set at naught at my counsel. I would none of my reproof, or would none of my reproof. Salah. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. It says, I will mock when your fear comes. When your fear comes as desolation and your destruction comes as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. So that's what knowledge is. That is ultimate knowledge, wisdom. That is top tier intelligence. It is the fear of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. It says, they would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. And that's what's going to come to you 2/3. If you didn't already know who I'm speaking of the 2/3 of Israel. You Israelites, you stiff-necked, hard-headed Israelites who want to just be in the world, man, to be in the wicked world, man, to lust of the world and the lust of the flesh. As we know, these things are not of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. And you Israelites can't say you didn't get the truth, man. You can't say that Yahweh didn't send his apostles, his prophets. He didn't send, he didn't send the people, the prophets, the apostles, to warn the people via digital epistles, via word of mouth, via on the highways and hedges, etc., etc. He always sends a warning or warnings before he brings destruction. Always. Always, always, always. No matter how long it may take. No matter how long it may take. That's why I started off with Habakkuk, Prophet Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for the appointed time. Though it tarry, wait on it, man. Roughly paraphrased. I wanted to grab some more prophecy. Let's grab Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14, Prophet Isaiah. Prophet Isaiah. Prophet Isaiah 14. Prophet Isaiah 14. And that is, what is that? Isaiah 11 and 12. No, I don't think I want it. Isaiah 14, 11 and 12. That's Isaiah 14, 11 and 12, but no, that's another prophecy. Scratch that, I didn't want that. That's going into, even though that's going into Babylon, right now, we're in modern day Babylon. So that's not the one I wanted. What I go with, the Spirit say go with Romans. The Spirit says go with Romans, man. I'm gonna go with Romans 3, because that's that's another reason why it's hard for you people to believe. It's because you lack faith anyway, man. You gotta have faith gotta have faith to understand this Bible. You gotta have faith to know that these prophecies are going to commence. And when you don't have faith, you can just hang everything up anyway, because you're not going to believe anything anyway that anybody is saying, because you lack faith in the first place. And this is why, you have the 2/3. This is why you have those that's going to perish, because they lack faith first and foremost. Romans chapter 3 verse 3, it says, for what if some did not believe? Should their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Yahweh forbid. Yeah, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as it is written. And that's what it is, man. Y'all don't believe anyway. You don't believe. This is why you can go and commit, certain iniquities that you can commit and do the certain things that you can do, because you really lack faith anyway. And not only that, man, we know you're fighting against the flesh and this spiritual walk and in this journey at the same time. But most of these people that don't believe, they lack faith anyway. They don't have faith anyway. And that's one of the mechanisms that you need in this journey, in this walk, in this ministry. That's why it says in the prophecy, Salak, that the faithful were given the faith in the wombs or whatnot. Roughly paraphrase. The faithful was given the faithful were given the faith in the womb. I forget what scripture that is, but that's a solid one as well. But Psalms 14, let's grab Psalms 14. Psalms 14 is good. Psalms 14. Psalms 14. And I'm kind of long on this one. I ain't going to be too long, but the Spirit is going to be what the Spirit wants. That's just what it is. Psalms 14, 1 through 2. It says, the fool has said in his spirit, in his mind, his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that do good. The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek Yahweh. They are all gone aside. They are altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. So, most of them 2/3, because this is what I'm really getting at. I'm getting at the 2/3 of Israel. Most of them are fools because they don't believe in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai in the first place. They don't have faith in the first place. They tell you that this Bible is a white man's book. Man made the Bible. Bible is a white man's book. Put that white man religion down, or if that, they into false gods. Yahweh has them deceived with false gods. The 2/3 are Buddha. They love Buddha, or they love Allah, or they Muslim, or they, the false Christianity, or they're in some wayward doctrine, or in something that's not according to the doctrine of true scriptures. We'll just keep it like that. But this is why the prophets, the apostles, the scholars were risen up to bring Israel back to remembrance at the same time, to show you who you are according to the Bible, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you are the children of God, man. You are the children of Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushai. And Yahushai HaMashiach is coming to restore the lost sheep, which is you Israelites. But I'm going to end it with Jeremiah, man. Prophet Jeremiah, chapter 11, verse 11. It says, therefore, thus said Yahweh, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. Verse 12, it says, then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble. And you tie that in with today. You could tie that in with today when I just said that these 2/3 they praise and follow all of these other gods besides the one true God, or Yahweh, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the 12 tribes. So I'm going to bring it home with that, man. Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. And it's going to come because you see the prophecies playing out, man. See the prophecies playing out. I just explained to you what was happening in the earth. You know, from the fires, from these storm patterns, from these devils messing with the harp machine, from these devils messing with the machine that opens up the different dimensions and portals, CERN. Do your research on CERN, man. These devils playing with the dimensions. They playing with the CERN machine, opening up dimensions, playing with dimensions. You know, they messing with the heart machines. You know, they're defiling the weather, the genetic foods, the genetic seeds. This devil is doing all type of devilish things, man. And it's all prophesied that he will do these things, that the wicked will be wicked and mischievous, man. That's his lot. That's his role. The son of perdition. Who is the son of perdition? The son of perdition is yours truly, man. We call him Dr. E. Dr. E, man. Dr. Evil. Not only do you have those things playing out, you know, I just touched on Bill Gates with the mosquitoes. He's sending out all of these mosquitoes. No telling what he's doing with these mosquitoes. You know, they're talking about this quademic, this super flu. There's supposed to be a super flu that these devils have cooked up in the lab, and they're pushing out and spraying on the people, along with these chemtrails that they're spraying in the air. You know, all of these things, man. This is, you know, the stuff that we were set up to warn you Israelites about, and to tell you to come on home, which means come on back to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Come back to his words, come back to his laws, his statutes, commandments, come back on the other side before Yahweh brings the destruction, because he's going to bring the destruction. You know, Babylon has to be destroyed. This place is filled with madness. From the sex changes, from the same-sex marriages, from the morality of the people, sexual immorality, from all of the traps and snares that this devil laces the people with, you know, from all of the things that he pushes out, man. This is why this place has to be destroyed. And, you know, me speaking as a mortal, but not just any mortal, this Donald Trump thing is just too good to be true, if you ask me, Israel, because they're making him seem like he's going to be the greatest president that ever, you know, came into office. And that's just me, man, speaking as a mortal, but not just any mortal. I look through the third eye, man. I look with my spiritual eyesight, man. They making him they setting him up to be this great president that's going to bring in all of these affirmative actions and etc., etc. And he broke this record, did this record, he did this and did that. All I have to say, Yashrala, Yahweh, is we will see, right? Time will tell, right? Only time can tell. Time will tell. Because really, I believe he's going to be the underlay for the overlay. And he's going to hook everyone in, hook, line, and sinker. That's just me, though. That's just me speaking as a mortal, but not just any mortal. You know, the prophecies, the scripture says, never trust thy enemy, because his wickedness rust like, his wickedness rusts like iron, man. It rusts. It's still under there. It's still there. That wickedness, that perpetual hatred that Esau has for you Israelites. It's in the prophecies. It's there, man. Because if they really cared about you Israelites, they would give you your reparations. They would give you your compensation. They would give you your land back first and foremost. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. Let's not sugarcoat. Let's call a spade a spade. If these nations really cared, man, they will give you your reparations and compensation and give you your land. But we know that's not going to happen. Thus says the prophecies. The prophecy says that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is the only one that's going to redeem the house of Judah and redeem the house of Israel. There's only one Redeemer, and his name is HaMashiach Yahweh Shai. He is the Redeemer, the Savior of the 12 tribes. And with that, I'm going to say, Kol Halam La Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakat Kadash. Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. Abad Babor, Abad Babor.